Hello, everyone, and welcome to AWS Made Easy Ask Us Anything live stream. And this is episode number 12. And joining you today is me, Stephen Barr, and co-host Raul Subramaniam. How are you doing?
Everyone, doing very well. Had an amazing weekend.
What made it so good?
It feels like we kind of are regaining our social life of sorts. So this Friday evening, a very dear, dear friends of ours who have kids exactly the same age as ours, we decided that we would try catching up after we put the kids to bed. And it was just so amazing. We stayed up till 1 a.m. just chatting. It was really, really awesome. So awesome that we decided to do it again on Saturday. So yeah, it feels like, and I can't remember the last time we did something like this. So that and a bunch of interesting 3D printing, home assistant setup. I set up Octoprint for my 3D printer. So yeah, a bunch of interesting things I got to do all through the weekend.
I want to ask about the 3D printing, but I'm still in shock about just, as a parent of four, having an evening where everything lines up, the kids are in bed, and you get to have some. I remember a long time ago when my first two kids were a bit smaller, and I was spending some time with some friends who didn't have kids, and they were fussing over the restaurant to go to and all these little mundane things. Like, don't you get it? We can just sit here and talk.
Correct.
It's incredible. We can do whatever we want.
That's exactly what we did. I mean, and the probability that 2 nights in a row line up that way has been impossible till this far. So it was one of these big game-changing events.
Well, that's a big congratulations and a slight amount of jealousy to you.
You'll get there soon enough. Cool. And yeah, the next time we are in the same city, the kids do get along really well and have a great time together. So we should definitely do that as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Combine resources.
Absolutely. How was your weekend?
Oh, really, really well. So I'll show you. I'll do a little visual. We went to this place. Oops. I'll show you. We went to this place that's somewhat hard to pronounce. Take a guess at how you'd pronounce the city here. Sequim.
Sequim.
It's pronounced Squim.
Squim. Okay.
Squim. And it's they have this really cool thing over there. They have this the lavender festival. Because they farm lavender out there. This isn't my photo, but I just grabbed it off of Instagram. But the fun thing is that to get there, one of the ways to get there, you take a ferry. So you go to downtown Seattle, and you can go over to Bainbridge and then drive over. And so on the way out, I took this little video, and I posted it on Twitter. Just, Seattle, what a great place to live. It got 10,000 views, 271 likes. The impressions it's the best tweet I've ever had. But I think part of why is because half of the readers thought it was sarcastic, in that if you look at it, it's a cloudy day, and they said, hey, you're actually going away from Seattle. So if it's so great, why are you leaving? But then the people who've taken this ferry, they know, okay, going for the day. So for the record, I like Seattle, and this was a great day trip made possible by my proximity to Seattle.
We have to draw some learnings from this.
Oh, absolutely.
AWS Made Easy, podcast. We need to figure out a way to be sarcastic about, or sound sarcastic at least, about what we are saying.
Well, there's
everything should move to the cloud.
Well, there's this great thing called, what is it, Poe's Law, where it says if on the internet, if there gets to a point where you can't tell the difference between extremism and satire. Yeah. So that's, I think, that the sweet spot that you want to hit. And then the last funny story for that weekend. So my Australian wife ran into a cafe to get some. Well, what she intended to get was French fries for the kids. It was the end of a long day, a plate of hot French fries. And so she goes in and asks for a bag of hot chips. And not kidding, she got a Ziploc bag of potato chips that had been put into the microwave. And someone with a straight face handed this to her. Um, it was great. So she's still a few more adaptations to be back in Seattle.
That is a really, really funny story.
All right. Well, shall we talk about our first one today? We've got some exciting announcements. Let's jump into it with